I believe another DNF, but I've just got to listen to my body. I've got to be sensible. It upsets me because I just want to do well. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Recovered Running YouTube channel. I'm carb loading pasta. It's race week. This week is the Cotswolds Way 100k. On Saturday, the 13th of June, in 5 days' time, I'll be heading up to the Cotswolds to run 100k with about 2,000 metres of elevation. Super excited about it, to be honest. This is kind of I'd say my A race for the year. This is the race that I've wanted to take most seriously. At my last 100k that I done, which was at the Gower Peninsula last year for the Ultra Challenge, there's a video on it down below. The first time that I had run an ultra marathon and I did 100k, but I did a different format. I did it over kind of 2 days. But cumulative, I run the 100k in about 18 hours and 9 minutes, which I think at the time was probably about where I was, but now I think I'm a lot further ahead than that now, and I'm quite excited to see what I could do. Last year, that race that I did, the 100k, that gave me a finishing position of 19th, so I come top 20 in my first ever ultra. But again, a little bit of a different format, so I'm really excited to see what I can do on Saturday. Training's gone pretty well. I think that's the first time I've ever said that. You know, I've listened to my body. I've trained when I can, and I've trained right. I've had a few aches and pains and niggles, but I've done what I've needed to do, I think. Now it's race week, and it's all about just getting things right. Carb loading, drinking lots of fluids, electrolytes, getting as much sleep as I possibly can. Very difficult to do when you've got 3 kids and one of them gets up at 5 o'clock every morning. But we're making the most out of it, and we're making the best out of the situation. So we're travelling up to the Cotswolds on Friday. We've got a beautiful little cottage that we're staying in, which is in Cirencester, where the race starts, the middle of the race and the end of the race. You know, I've done a couple of 50k's recently where I've done, 6 hours or just over 6 hours and in terrible conditions. So theoretically, maybe I could do around about the 12 to 13 hour mark. I think realistically I'm aiming for sub 16 hours. I'd be extremely happy with that. But yeah, really what I don't want to be doing is running through the night. If I could finish around about 10, 11, midnight, 1 in the morning, I'll be happy with that, because then I should be able to get home, get a good rest in, and get up and look after the kids on the Sunday and have a nice day in the Cotswolds with my family. As you know, if you've watched my videos before, I bring the family along to these races. We try and make the most out of it. We try and make it a little break for all of us to enjoy. And Sarah's going to be stuck with the kids all day Saturday whilst I go and do my thing. So on Sunday, I'd love to have a great day. So I don't want to be running through the night, and I don't want to be kind of waking up on Sunday morning feeling completely wrecked, even though that sounds weird to say because I'm going to be running 100 kilometres. But yeah, I'm going to be bringing the camera along. I'll show you the accommodation. I'll show you where we are and what part of the Cotswolds it is. I'll show you the run. I'll show you the good bits, the bad bits, the ugly bits, the happy bits. It looks like it's going to be an incredibly hot day again, so it could be very ugly if I don't get my fueling right and my hydration right. I'm excited to bring you guys along. As I say, we'll be heading up on Friday, so we'll show you a little bit about what I'll be packing soon, and I'll show you a little bit about what I plan to bring on the day and the journey up there. The size of that rat. Ah! Anyone see that rat? Oh my god. I hate rats. Anyway, I only come on video to say that that's it. My 100k training is done and dusted. I just ran 4 kilometers, 24 minutes. Just a bit of a shakeout run, kind of. I might do a shakeout run on Friday when I get to the Cotswolds, but as you can hear, a little bit of sniffles. I always get this. I call it, and everyone calls it actually in the running world, taper tantrums. I always seem to get cold the week before a race, and I don't know if it's just subconsciously, but I think there is some science behind it, that you obviously build up high kilometers and then all of a sudden kind of taper it off, and it causes the body to go into kind of recovery mode. But yeah, I've got a bit of a dilemma as well with my footwear. As you know, if you saw my last video, I lost one of my shoes, so I did buy some new trail running shoes. My feet just go numb in them around 3 or 4 kilometers and pretty much stay numb. So I have got road running shoes, but it's a trail race, so I don't really know what to do there. The first 50k is, 1800 meters of elevation. That's where the main amount of elevation is in the race. So I could theoretically, use my trail shoes for the first 50k and then change into my road running shoes, give my feet a little bit of a break. But it all depends on the weather and what the conditions are like under feet. So we just have to see. But yeah, that's it, all done. The view of everything that I'm going to be taking on my 100k tomorrow at the Cotswolds. What I'm going to be starting with: hat, compression shorts, chafe boxers, and then a ripped top. It's going to be quite warm tomorrow, about 22 degrees apparently. Cooling stuff, some blister plasters, my cut for when I stop at aid stations, a head torch and spare batteries because that is potentially going to be needed when I'm running through the night. Some waterproofs and some warm clothes for if I'm running through the night. These are my socks, my toe socks, which I'll be using to start with. My fuel, precision fuel, 30 grams of carbs. I'll be having them kind of every 7 kilometers. The chews as well, salt stick, electrolyte chewables. I'll then be having, I've got some paracetamol, sun cream, tiger balm, omeprazole because I've got Crohn's disease and it can sometimes get some issues with my stomach. So all of it will be going in that bag because I'm going to run this race as 2 50k races. So I'm going to run the first 50k quite light, just with fuel, nothing really in my pack. And then when I get to the 50k point, this bag will be sitting there. I'll be able to get my head torch out, pack my warm clothes. I'll then maybe be able to have a little foam roll and a little stretch, put my knee support on, change my socks, change my boxers, fill my water bottles up, maybe take the bladder at that point and get back out on the road. So I'm just getting the car packed up, ready for the trip down to the Cotswolds. As some of you know that have watched my videos before, I always bring the family along to these events that I'm doing. So you can see there we've got the double prime position in the back of the boot because we've got 3 little ones. So one of them is nearly 3, one of them is nearly 1, and my daughter is 7. So we are, we don't pack light when we go places, unfortunately. So I'm just getting everything packed into the car, ready for us to start heading down there shortly. Got the baby carrier, all of the clothes, and yeah. Whoa! God, that's heavy. Right, and then this is my bag, as you saw, all packed, ready to go. All my different compartments, fueling compartment, medical compartment, clothes, spare trainers. So I'm just on the way to pick up one of the kids, the little man from nursery. Yeah, we're running a little bit late. As always, the thing is, when you've got 3 kids,
nothing ever happens on time, does it? So yeah, running a little bit late. We was meant to pack the car, leave, pick him up and go on the way, but that isn't going to happen. So I'm on my way to pick him up. Sarah's feeding one of the other babies. We're going to get loaded in the car when I get back, and then we will be heading off on the journey to the Cotswolds. It's only about 2 hours, so it's not going to take us that long to get there. And yeah, we'll be there pretty soon. Okay, so we've arrived in Cirencester and we are in our Airbnb, and it is a lovely little cottage just outside of Cirencester, about 2 minutes in a car, in a place I think it's called Sutton. And this is the kitchen. We've got Henry, say hello. Hiya, hiya. Hudson, say hello. 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 You in the garden? Yeah. You in the courtyard? Yeah. Mozzie. So it's a beautiful little kitchen. And then if we go up the first set of stairs, we've got bedroom number 1. Nice size. We have a lovely bath, which I will be utilising tonight and Monday for sure. The boys' bedrooms, lovely space. And I love this stone wall. I mean, it's perfect for the Cotswolds, obviously. And then this is Tilly's bedroom, where Tilly will be sleeping tonight. Ah, she's already relaxing up here. Yeah, so we'll put some of the details below, what the place is called, how much it cost. I think it was about £647 for the 4 nights, or the 3 nights, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Leaving on Monday. And yeah, really easy check-in, key safe, details come over. Also as well, big thumbs up to the host of the property, because at the last minute they've allowed us to bring the dog. Our dog sitter wasn't able to have Maurice, so yeah, at the last minute we were panicking a little bit, wondering how we're going to deal with that situation, but we messaged them, they come back to us and said yes, so perfect. Hello, Pike. Bradley. Yes, yeah.
See what you're doing?
Yeah. Thank you. You can hold it. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. That was nice and easy, wasn't it? Look, darling, have a look over here.
Yeah.
Wow. That looks cool, doesn't it? So this is where Tilly, tomorrow you can get some hot food afterwards, get some hot drinks. It's a bit windy at the moment, isn't it? Look, this is the start line from last year. It's cool, isn't it?
It looks really nice.
There we go, numbers all collected. It is extremely windy outside. I hope it's not this windy tomorrow. But yeah, so it's all done and dusted. Got my number, got my lanyard, got my neck buff, all sorted, ready for tomorrow morning. The actual thing I didn't get is pins. Just checked, and of course there's pins in there. This is the Ultra Challenge company. They do not leave anything to chance. Yeah, it looks awesome. I'm super excited, and yeah, can't wait. What are you watching, Mems? What are you watching? You watching Bluey? Right, it's 9:35, and The kids are still messing around upstairs. They are still thrashing about, not going to bed. I'm trying to sort my bag out, sort my numbers out. We've only just eaten dinner. And this is the real life, situation of trying to run ultras. It's like a bloody disco in here. Trying to run ultras and taking the family along with you. It's, you don't get off of daddy duties just because you're running an ultra or something like that. So yeah, not a good start to the night, and I can see it being a very long night. Yeah, the kids are not used to sleeping in these sort of beds or whatever. So yeah, at least this one's happy. He's always happy. And yeah, are you a happy boy? You is a happy boy. Yeah, you are. More Boba. 5:19 in the morning.
First wave is the 7 a.m. wave, so if you are in that wave, it'll pull you through to the start line in around about 5 minutes time.
Opening the gate for us to go in about 5 minutes. Exciting. Ready to go. 17 minutes and then we will be off. Lovely day. Beautiful day. Not got my trail shoes on because we know they don't fit. And we'll see how we go.
Lovely, couple more. In a second, we're just going to go for a little mini squat, okay? From here, take it down. So nothing too low, just getting the blood to those quads. Lovely, couple more. So we've got around a minute or so, and then we're going to get you over to that start line and get you on your way. From here, take these heels up. So again, you've got that.
4, 3, 2, 1, let's go!
First big climb. Doesn't look like it, but it's a bit of a killer. Nearly 10k in. Oh. 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 Jesus. That just shows how much climbing we've actually been doing, how high we are. What a beautiful view. Well, there's a bench here. I reckon that'll be like a viewing spot or something. Okay, so we're 10% of the race done. 100k, just hit 10k, 10% done. First 10 has been a bit of a struggle, not gonna lie, but getting in the groove a little bit now. So see how the next 10 is aid station in 2 kilometres. Hello mate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm basically just touching bottles as we go. Well, just because it's harder to refill.
Okay, we're a half marathon in. 2 hours, 40 minutes. So been a lot of climbing, so I'm not too disappointed with that. It's probably a little bit quicker than I thought. You know, it's probably around about 6.5 hour pace for 50k. So we'll see, but feeling okay at the moment. It's a long game, isn't it? Still got, you know, 79 kilometres to go, believe it or not. God, this stuff's hard to run on. It's really hurting my ankle. Look at it. Whoa. It's technical, very technical. We're moving through it. We're moving through it. There we go. A little bit better running now. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at them people right up there. They get the poles out. These beautiful horses. Look at those. Those beauties. Hello, horses. Hello. Oh, look at this one. Beauty. Hello, beautiful boy. Beauty. Oh no, they're kicking off. Okay, we're at 27 kilometres, 3 hours 50 minutes. This last section has been pretty brutal. Loads of climbing so far, and obviously at the last aid station had a little sandwich and stuff, and now I've got a major stitch. So yeah, just have to keep pushing on and I'm sure I'll be fine. Right, I'll catch you in a bit. Right, so just about to get into the 37.5 kilometre aid station. Couldn't come soon enough really. I'm a bit pooped. Yeah, I'm having all the bad thoughts. I'm through it in my mind right now, and there's a bit of a bigger battle going on, because if I DNF this, that'll be my 3rd DNF in a row, and then what's the point, hey? What's the point of being an ultra runner if you're just going to DNF everything? So I just need to get into this aid station, get refueled, take on as much water as possible, and yeah, see how we go to the 50k mark. Okay, so I'm just leaving now the 37.5 kilometre aid station. It's not another aid station until 53 kilometres, which will be the halfway point, and that's where I get my drop bag. I'll be able to fill up my bag, get my head torch for the night, and a few other bits. Yeah, my back is killing me, so I'm just trying to try and get there. And yeah, look at that view though. Stunning. Right, I'll catch you in a bit. You see the little people at the top there? That's where we're going. Big climb. At
5 meters second.
halfway there. 8 hours, 28 minutes. Not the time that I would have wanted, but listen, it is what it is. 50k in the bag. Oh, food.
Halfway point from 100k. It's very rarely 50-50. Depends on where the fields that we're able to use, access points, different water, all those sort of things. It depends on how it all falls with the map. You need to make 100 kilometers of route.
God, this is needed. Guys, oh, I'm at 60k. The next aid station is in 2.5 kilometers. Oh, and I think that's the end of the road for me. I can't believe another DNF. But I've just got to listen to my body, I've got to be sensible. Oh. It upsets me because I just want to do well, and when I can't do well, it upsets me. But I've got to listen to my body. I nearly just passed out. I had to take a little lie down on the side of the course. My back is in agony. Twisted my right ankle because of my footwear, and that's the big mistake that I've made, is the footwear. I obviously bought a new pair of trail shoes, and they don't fit, so I'm wearing road running shoes for a trail 100k with over 2,500 feet of elevation. So that's where I've come unstuck. My fueling's been a little bit off, my Crohn's has not been great, but I'm just making excuses. At the end of the day, I'm pulling out because I want to. I could probably stay out here all night walking, but I don't want to walk, I want to run, and I've got my training wrong, so this is what I've got to put up with, this is what I've got to do. So yeah, I'll video when I get to the next aid station and let you know if I'm fully going through with it, but I feel like my mind is made up. I'm in tatters, so yeah. Alright guys, thank you. So I'm just waiting for a lift back to aid station 4. Then I'll get a shuttle from aid station 4 to the start line at 8:30, 7:30 now. So I've got about an hour before. I think I'll get picked up soon, and then I'll go back, and then I've got an hour to wait for the shuttle. So yeah, look at my eyes. Whoa. My neck as well. Okay, so I've just been shuttled back to aid station 4, where I will now get a shuttle bus back to the start line. I DNF'd at like 6:30, it's now like 9 o'clock. This is something to consider if you're ever going to DNF a race. Make sure you're ready to wait around. Where it all started this morning at 5 AM. Now it's 10 o'clock at night. Home sweet home. Hello, Mossy. That's a good, nice view. Thank you.
I'm on seesaw.
Yeah, not very well.
Okay guys, so there you have it. That was my latest race, the 100k Cotswold Way Challenge with the Ultra Challenge company. Another DNF. I think you could see in the video I was devastated by the fact that I DNF'd. And since coming back, and I always do this thing called like a race debrief or a summary. I sit down, I write what went well and what didn't go well. I write about my footwear, my heart rate, my fueling, and I've gone through lots. And ultimately, this is definitely my error. I let the demons creep into my head and I gave up really before I even tried. Yes, I did twist my ankle, and yes, it was extremely painful, but I could have taken some time at that last aid station, got my ankle strapped up, but I'd made that decision before I walked through the door that was going to be it. It was a great race. I loved the track. I just want to go and do it again. That's what I feel like. I feel like I want to go and do it again because I've learned so much from this race. And actually someone messaged me afterwards and said the best ultra runners are built on DNFs, which I thought was amazing because I really went through it in my mind on this race, and I thought about stuff that I've never thought about before, like, you know, what's the point? Why would you do this again? Just go drink again, whatever it was that I was thinking. And that's not me, and that's not how I think. So I'm glad that I got that message and I've had a little bit of support afterwards. I have got a medal, as you can see. This will go to my daughter. I take it as a DNF. I know that they've given me a 50k medal because I did 64 kilometers and there was a 50k race going on as well, but that's not my style. I DNF'd. I was there to do 100k. I didn't do 100k. So that medal will go to my daughter and she will have it in her little collection that she likes to keep. She's now got 2 medals of mine that are DNFs. But yeah, the Ultra Challenge company have sent me a link for 20% off a race later this year. So 20% off another race in 2026. And I've been looking and there's some in September. I think I've got enough time to recover from a little surgery that I had yesterday, get back out there, get maybe a 10-week solid training block in. Maybe you'll see me at another 100k race in the next couple of months. But there will be more races coming. I've got some plans to do some shorter distances, try get a bit quicker. So remember guys, if you like this video, please like, please subscribe, turn on the bell so you don't miss a thing. And again, thank you for watching the Recovered Running YouTube channel, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.